Okay, I've been asked by many, what do I put into a smoothie, specifically for my breakfast smoothie? So today I'll talk a little bit about that, but before I do, I want you to know that there's no real right or wrong answer here. There's a lot, if not thousands or tens of thousands of combinations that you could actually put. I will say, rejoice. And the reason is because the breakfast smoothie, or your first smoothie of the day, should be the funnest and should be the one that's loaded with the most carbohydrates. So you load yourself with nice, good, complex carbs, and they'll stabilize you throughout the day. Now that's not to say you shouldn't be eating other carbs throughout the day, but you should be eating less quantities as the day progresses, and as the night comes to a close, have mostly a fat and protein meal, and you'll find that your fat loss will be amazing if you do it that way. Once again, higher carbs in the morning, tapering through the day to where the last meal is protein and fat and little to no carbs, and you'll find that your fat loss will be just absolutely amazing. So once again, high carbohydrate, but still mix in some good other nutrients into your morning smoothie. So I'm going to start putting in my complex carbohydrates in the form of fruits. Now you could combine both fruits and vegetables. Some people say do not combine, but we'll talk about that in a later video. But for now, fruits and leafy greens are acceptable by most people to combine. So that's what I'm going to put in today's smoothie. Alright, so some berries. Berries are good in general, antioxidants, high in antioxidants. So whether they're boysenberries, raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, or strawberries, berries are a good addition to your smoothie. Okay, a little bit of banana. Banana's got some good potassium in it, so always a good addition to smoothies. And a little bit of apple. Apple's got too many nutrients to name. You know the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. There's over 10,000 known elements inside of an apple. Sorry, did I say 10,000? Oof, I need my morning smoothie. About 1,000 known elements inside of your apple. So a little bit of apple. I've quartered an apple, and some pineapple. Now pineapple has bromelain. Bromelain's a good digestive enzyme. Awesome addition to a morning smoothie. And then a little bit of orange. Orange has vitamin C and bioflavonoids, and bioflavonoids are anti-cancerous according to some research. Now that stated, most of the bioflavonoids are actually wrapped up in the pith, or the white piece of the orange, so I do my best to leave that intact. Now, additionally, I said I'm going to put some leafy greens into here. I have a mixture of lettuces, kale, and spinach in this particular bowl, so you can certainly add one or all if you like. If you're looking for the best bang for the buck in nutrients, then kale and arugula and watercress are actually very high in nutrient density. Okay, if your fruits are not real ripe, then you might want to at this time add a little bit of a sweetener. I've got honey here, but you could add stevia or agave nectar as well. Again, if your fruits are not really ripe, then go ahead and add a little bit of sweetener. So I'm going to put in about a tablespoon just to illustrate, because my fruits are actually sweet enough. Okay, so is this complete? Yes or no? Actually, to make this a complete meal, let's go ahead and add a little bit of protein and fat to the mix. So I have here just 1 scoop of hemp protein, but there are many proteins on the market. You could do whey protein, casein protein, you could do soy protein, you can do a mixture of vegetarian proteins. This is hemp protein. I'm not touting it as the best, it's just the protein I have on hand today. We'll be talking about good protein sources in another video sometime soon. And my fat source today is chia seeds. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in. You have to watch chia seeds. You put too many in and your drink gets really thick. So just a little bit of chia seeds, but you can put in flax seeds if you like. You can put in hemp seeds. You can put in a oil like olive oil, or you can put in Udo's Choice. I really like that one. Udo's oil is a good addition to these morning smoothies. Now, in order to make a drink thin enough to drink and not need a spoon to actually eat it, you're going to need to put a little bit of liquid in here. In this case, I'm going to use ice, because ice will melt as it blends, but ice will keep it nice and cool. And also, once the fiber has been liquefied, I can still have something that's between juice and a smoothie, something that's kind of thick, but not over thin. So it really depends on what you're looking for. But once again, to thin this drink, simply put in more and more liquid as your base, and you'll find that it'll thin it more and more. So you can put whatever liquid you like: water, coconut water, milk, coconut milk, milk substitutes like almond milk, soy milk, and so on. You can certainly put into the machine to thin your drinks. Any liquids I don't recommend, well, beer doesn't taste good in this particular drink. So maybe stay away from the beer and the wine and the mixed drinks for this particular healthy smoothie. Alright, so how much ice, again, depends on how thin or thick you want your concoction. So I'm going to put in about a cup. And if a cup is not enough, then I can put in a little more after the blend has happened. Now, that's not all for me. That's actually for two people, and we'll spread this out. So here's another great example of what you can do with a blend. If you've made too much and you're wondering what to do with it and how long it's going to last, well, let me tell you that, number one, you can put this into a nice airtight container and put it into the refrigerator, and it'll last you a good 2 days easy. You could go 3, but after that I would probably throw it away. So again, an airtight container if you've made too much, or share it with a friend, and that'll be they'll love you forever for that. Okay, basic operation we've covered before, so I'm just going to put it on high. Okay, so there you have it, a breakfast smoothie. Higher in carbohydrates, but good complex carbohydrates. Add a little bit of fat, add a little bit of protein, and it'll be a perfect meal. Should last you a good amount of time throughout the day, so you don't feel hungry fairly soon. Alright guys, Head Blend Master Scott Black, wishing you the best. Keep on blending, guys. Cheers.